In this video, we're going to learn how to create a simple Python calculator in, Python. And the prerequisites I have for this video are that you have installed Python on your application and along with it an IDE, which is an integrated development environment such as VS Code. Let's start by creating a new file. I'll name it Python calc.py. The .py extension is important so that your IDE knows that it is a Python file and not a text file. Let's ask the user for two inputs. Number 1 equals input inside brackets, inside quotes, we ask our question, enter first value. We'll do the same thing for the second value. Let me just copy and paste the first question and then tweak the values. We'll put second value over here and change the variable to number 2. Now if we say answer, make another variable answer and then say that it is equal to number 1 plus number 2, and then we print answer, we should get it, the value I mean. But before running the code, we should first save the file. So press Ctrl S and then run the code. Let's enter our first value. I'll say 65. Another one, let's say 32. 6532. Now why is that? Because obviously 65 plus 32 is not equal to 6532. It's because we have not treated the values entered by the user as numbers, and instead we're treating them as if they are answers, as in their words. So for the code to know that this is actually a number and actually calculate on it, we first need to add an int function around the input. So let us add the inputs inside int brackets, and this time we should get the answer. Press Ctrl S and then let's rerun the code. This time let's enter any other arbitrary number, 60, 76 and 43, and this time we actually get the sum of the two numbers. Now to make the Python calculator, we can simply do all of the functions that are possible. So I'll just set this to sum because it is the sum of these two numbers, and we'll print sum is, and then add a comma and put the variable sum over here. Let's do the same thing for difference, which is num1 minus num2. Then quotient, I'll just write quote equals num1 divided by num2, and then product, which is number 1 multiplied by number 2. The multiplication sign is going to be asterisk, and num2. How you type asterisk is you press shift and 8 and you should get an asterisk. If we then print all of these values, let me just copy this, four times, and then simply change the value for these. Now if we press Ctrl S again and run these values, let's enter our first number, 87, 62. We should get, it seems there has been a mistake in the code. In under the quote we have written mu1 and not num1. So let's just first correct that mistake. Control S. Let's check for any other mistakes. There seems to be none, so I'll just press Control S and run 87 2, and we should get all of the answers. Sum is 89, difference is 85, quotient is 43.5, and product is 174. That is how you make a simple Python calculator.